we're asked to evaluate these limits, and this is probably a student's first time seeing limits. Look, limits are just asking you what are the y values as x gets closer to -2. Okay? So find -2. We're not saying what are the y values at exactly -2 because that's impossible. This one's a vertical asymptote. But what are the y values as you get closer to -2? Now it depends if you approach it from the left or the right. If you get closer to -2 but coming from this side, the y value is like 1, maybe the y value is 2. The y value is starting to explode here for 10, 100, 200. The y value gets really tall really fast, right? But if you approach it from the left, the y value here is like -0.5, maybe it's -1, -2, -10, -20, goes down a lot faster. So that's why we have this little notation on top in the superscript position. This means approach -2 from the left. So what are the y values as you get closer to -2, infinitely close to -2, coming from the left? So the y values never stop decreasing. The closer you get to -2, the lower the y values are. So we have a symbol to help us with that. It's -infinity. Okay. The limit as x approaches -2 from the left, the y values are -1 billion, -1 trillion, so we say -infinity. You keep going down forevermore. Okay. As x approaches -2 from the right, so we're talking about these y values, +1, +2, +3, +4. If you approach x equals -2 coming from the right side, this is how I meant to make the graph, it never stops increasing. So that's positive infinity. Infinity meaning, it's a number we never reach. We keep going up. And now this one says the limit as x approaches -infinity. So -infinity means -1 billion, -1 trillion. Okay, what are the y values? Look, this graph is getting closer and closer to 0, right? So that's what this limit is. What are the y values as x is -1 billion, -1 trillion, even further? The graph keeps getting closer and closer to 0. What are the y values as x goes to a billion, goes to a trillion? As we keep moving along the right side of the x-axis, the y values get closer and closer but never touch, but we say the limit is equal to 0. Okay, so that's all we have to do for limits. That's the basic idea.